So I saw the house tonight and I went over to it about 6 o'clock with my mom. The real estate agent was just a little bit later than he said he was going to be, but we got a chance to talk to one of the neighbors and we got a chance to ask them if there's been any floods in this area at all, and it turns out there hadn't been. So that was really great to hear. Again, just we looked on the outside. About, I want to say, like half the backyard is fenced and the other half is just sort of facing the property of the neighbor, and it's just sort of like a garage that they have there. There is a clothesline across the back, kind of a porch in the back. It needs a little bit of work. It's not in great shape, but it's okay. But in the front, you first come up, very presentable front of the house. Really, the sides and the back, everything does look really nice on the outside. Even in the front, there's an enclosed porch, which I think is actually a really cool idea, just to have something when it's raining outside, or if it's snowing, you can just kind of sit out there and talk with your friends and just kind of look out, see what's going on. Maybe I would make that into like my reading room and have like a whole shelf of books or something out there. So I could see myself doing that. I didn't think of that earlier. I just thought of that now, and I think that would be a good idea for something like that. We go into the front door, and there's just a beautiful banister with stairs leading up to the second floor, and just a very small foyer area that kind of expands into a living room. And the living room is probably twice as big as I thought it was going to be. It was a really nice size. The foyer and the living room were kind of just sectioned off by tile and carpet, and then you go, like I said, you go in, the stairs and the banister are on the left, and the living room is on the right. If you go into the living room and take a left, there's definitely a dining room area right there. And through that dining room area, there's another bathroom. It's kind of hard to say exactly where everything is lining up, but a good-sized home, about 1,100 square feet, good-sized kitchen, just a mudroom in the back, a bathroom off the master bedroom, just really good sized rooms on the first floor, and really that extended to the second floor too. Just 3 bedrooms up there, and really nice finished full bath. On the first floor it was just a shower. On the second floor it was a tub and a shower. It just, a lot of it came together very nicely. Even down in the basement, fairly new hot water heater, furnace, water softener. There just really aren't that many things to complain about. There might be a lack of insulation on the outside walls, but there's certainly insulation in the attic, which we did go up and see, probably about 1.5 feet thick. My only hesitation at this point is just the taxes and not wanting to stay here for the rest of my life. But quite honestly, the home itself, there was very little to complain about, and it's in my price range, a little bit on the higher end, but it's really not expensive for what it is. I know that this particular home is in someone's estate, and they really want to get rid of it because they're living in Texas right now with their mother. There's just a lot of things that are lining up. I mean, my only real complaints, the backyard isn't completely fenced in, and nothing else is coming to mind. There's one or two other things I complain about, but really on the whole, just for the price I was getting and everything, it was just, it seems like a great thing. And if I do decide to stay here, then I have no doubt that that would be a very nice place to have a home for the next 5-10 years if it comes to that. I just thought it would be worth sharing everything. And my only hesitation, the taxes. Like I said, I'll find out tomorrow when I sit down with a woman to do like a pre-qualification for a mortgage, if that's actually, the taxes are higher than I think they are. And again, the home is fairly nice, good neighborhood. I may not be turned off by that, but again, just the hesitation, I guess the self-doubt, just saying it out loud. Do I invalidate myself just by staying here, knowing that I could achieve sort of a higher milestone in my career by going elsewhere? Or do I find some satisfaction in living in a low-cost area of living and lead a pretty comfortable life here? The home is only about twice my salary, and I already have the 20% down payment. I'm going to have friends living there for a couple of years. It's just tough. I said that validation for myself, moving out of the area, moving to a bigger city, moving to a bigger firm. Do I need those things in my life, or am I going to look back on it and regret it someday. I am afraid that that may be the case, and it is somewhat concerning that I may live another 5 to 10 years without that. I don't know that that's completely necessary, and I may have just had very high expectations given to me by a lot of teachers and adults when I was younger, and that's certainly a possibility. It's not that I'm not advancing in my career, and I'm not, I guess, even unhappy with where I am in my job now. There's certainly some hesitation, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get over that. I would really like to, because I would like to say I'm a homeowner. I'm going to be living close to my mom, and yeah, I mean, to me, I just like to see some of my friends around here for a little bit longer. Like I said, the list of reasons to do it, my job is here, my mom is here. I think that those are good enough reasons. I think I should seriously consider longer term, and I'm not saying I'm never going to leave. I'm just a little bit worried that I may be selling myself short professionally. But everything that happened with my dad, there is a part of me that wants to stay here and help my mom, even if logically that doesn't make sense financially, and even if it does lead to some invalidation of myself. I do think it's really important that I stay here and help her out, especially what happened. So it's going to be a matter of time, and nothing says I have to move forward with it, and perhaps I don't. But there's still a lot of doubt in my mind right now about what I want to do, even though the home on the whole looked excellent, and I think it would still be a great place to live.